Hi, in the last tutorial I said I want the user to be able to select MIDI devices to connect to rather than hard coding them. However, I ran out of time and failed to do it. In this video I want to make up for the omission. If you haven't seen my earlier tutorial videos, let it be known that I'm publishing a series of videos where a MIDI application is being built that's like a MIDI dashboard to control a digital piano, a synthesizer, or in general a MIDI-enabled musical instrument. This is a from the ground up kind of tutorial, and as such, it would suit a beginner if followed through from the beginning. So in this video, I'll just show you my implementation of MIDI device configuration. Explanation for the rest of the program can be found in earlier tutorials on my YouTube channel. I created a new window for MIDI device setup. Here, the MIDI input devices and the MIDI output devices will be listed. Currently, selection will be limited to a single input device and a single output device. Later on, we will get more sophisticated and allow multiple selections, but I don't want to make it too complicated at this stage. The selection of an input device is optional, but an output device must be selected in order for the program to do anything useful. The controls are organized in a grid. The listbox items will be created and added to the listbox in code. If you are new to WPF, then you might be interested to know how I ensured that the OK button is the same size as the Cancel button. I bound the width of the OK button to the actual width of the Cancel button. In the code behind, these declarations should look familiar if you watched my earlier tutorials. All these used to be in the main window class. Now they found a home here where they really belong. In the configuration object initializer, I immediately raise a click event on the refresh button. This is where the listbox items are built. The way I combine initialization and the code for refresh might not be to every programmer's taste. Feel free to do it your way. I wanted to make each listbox item a combination of a checkbox and text. I create them in a dedicated method. For this combination to work, I had to bind the isSelected property of the listbox item to the isChecked property of the checkbox. So this is how the lists of the available MIDI input and output devices are constructed. When the OK button is pressed, I loop through both lists, and when I find a selected item, I extract the device ID and name from the selected item and create a device object based on those details. At this point, the device objects are assigned to local variables. The caller, that is the main program, has to get those objects before the configuration window is destroyed. That is done here. So in the main program, when the configuration button is clicked, a configuration window or dialog box is created and displayed. After we come back from that dialog, the device variables are assigned to local variables in the main program, so they persist. And the rest of the code is the same as before. So here you have it. Now the MIDI connection setup is in a separate module, and that's good. If anyone is following along and would like to share their thoughts or experiences in the comments, that would be great. Thanks.